Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Haddon and I have a series all about busting nutritional myths and talking about different fads and trends in the nutrition area. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about the ketogenic diet. I am sure you've heard of it. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone and their mom has tried it and they're losing weight and they're so excited, but let's talk about what it is, some of the disadvantages and some of the advantages. For anyone who doesn't know exactly what the ketogenic diet is, it is a diet where an individual chooses to eliminate all carbs from their diet and instead eat a diet high in protein and fat. And in doing so, carbs are your metabolism's main source of energy. So when you remove carbs, it results in your body, finding an alternate method or an alternate, source for energy, because of course you need energy. So it goes to fat and your fat storage on your body, and it starts to break that down and use that for energy, rather than utilizing, the carbs that you're intaking every day. And with that being, your body's primary source carbs and you eliminating it, there are a certain amount of, there's a certain amount of disadvantages that do result, but also, your body is eating away at the carbs. So you will definitely experience some weight loss, and probably immediately you'll experience some weight loss. But in order to get into the so-called ketogenic state, an individual actually has to eliminate carbs from their diet for a total of 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks with no carbs, which means, no bread, no fruit, nothing. And that is something I could honestly never handle. I love both those things way too much. But yeah, so 2 weeks with no carbs. And once you've hit the 2-week mark, you will go into a state called ketosis. And in ketosis, that's when your body is, using fat storage for energy rather than carbs. But within the first week or second week of you, starting a diet like this and reaching a ketogenic state, most people experience something called the keto flu. And the keto flu is basically an illness where you're going to feel exhausted, you're going to feel dizzy, you're going to have brain fog, you might feel nauseous, you might have constipation. There's a lot of negative effects that you will most likely experience within the first couple weeks, and those can be, kind of hard to handle. On top of limiting your intake of carbs, you'll also probably be hungry or unsatisfied, but you're going to be losing weight. You honestly will lose a dramatic amount of weight. That's really the main advantage. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say you won't lose weight, this diet doesn't work. It works, if that's all you want is to lose weight, then turn the video off now and don't listen to anything else I have to say. But I think it's important to talk about the disadvantages, because with the one advantage, there are quite a few of disadvantages. Number one being, it's really hard to reach this ketogenic state. Not only does it take 2 weeks, but you will also be experiencing those symptoms, which can be a bit disheartening. And you cannot eat a single carb. If you eat one carb, you will back to square one. It takes another 2 weeks to get there. And you won't actually, start burning fat until you're in that state. So it's very hard to reach that state and to maintain that state with your body. Also, choosing to eat a diet fully made up of protein and fat can cause a lot of long-term damage for your heart. And, heart disease is the #1 killer worldwide. So choosing to, use this diet for short-term weight loss might predispose you to getting heart disease. And heart disease, high blood pressure can result in a heart attack and a stroke later in life, which no one looks forward to. That's, the #1 killer in the world. So I wouldn't opt to predispose yourself to that sort of disease, but eating a diet high in fat and protein will do this 100%. And, if heart disease doesn't scare you, just the fact that you won't be eating any fruit, this can result in, fruits are made up of micronutrients and vitamins. And all of these micronutrients actually, do a lot for your body, and they're something you need to eat on a daily basis. I'm sure you heard it when you were a kid, eat the rainbow.
Oh, I know, I heard that.
So, you're completely eliminating all of these micronutrients and all of these minerals and vitamins from your body, which can lead to deficiencies. And I know what you're gonna say next. Oh, I'll just take a pill. I'll just have, a supplement. It'll be fine. Who cares? That's not gonna bother me. I can just take a pill. But what a lot of people don't know is that, in taking a supplement rather than eating a whole food, your body actually can't absorb the nutrient in it, the vitamin or the mineral. It actually is, a lot of the time, something that your body physically cannot absorb unless it's made or found from a whole food. So no. Unfortunately, supplements, I'd say most of the time, are a hoax. I mentioned earlier, ketones, they're a byproduct of being in this ketosis state, and ketones are what your brain is going to be using for energy while you're in a ketogenic state. But your body is going to be creating a lot more of those as a byproduct of being in this ketogenic state or being within ketosis. And a high number of these your body has no need for, so it will be forced to flush them out. And, with so many be resulting in your body will be flushing them out through your kidneys, and it actually can result in kidney damage and potentially kidney failure if you were to stay in a state of ketosis for a really long period of time. You would be at really high risk for kidney failure. And I don't know about you, but I do not want to have a transplant for my kidney. I don't have somebody lined up ready to give me their kidney, so I know I'd end up on a list, as I'm sure you would, and that list is most likely really long. But yeah, there's really a lot more, disadvantages in my opinion and most people's opinions when it comes to the ketogenic diet. But the final thing I'll say is that, you will lose weight, but once you've lost the weight, you're probably going to want to reintroduce carbs into your diet, right? No one can maintain that sort of thing for years, for the rest of their life, so they're going to eventually choose to, start eating carbs again. And in doing so, the research shows that reintroduction of carbs after being in a ketogenic state will be colossal. Your body will opt to store all of those carbs in the form of fat on your body 2 times as high as when you initially started, so you're going to have a result of gaining twice as much weight back than what you had before you even opted to try this diet. So I don't know about you, but those disadvantages sure do outweigh the advantages in my opinion. There's a lot of better ways to lose weight and to lose it in a healthy way. So If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more content like this and learn more about nutrition, definitely hit the subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up. Also, eat more pizza!
Don't forget to eat your carbs.